starting with the ace, is Vav?
No. Bitte.
Yeah.
Sie in deiner Hände.
Ace is Vav. Okay, ace is Vav.
Du musst auch nicht mehr was Chaim.
Chaim. Nice page is that. Perek HaMishosef, the Hamshik Bas Lagan is this year's Hey. As in Samach Hey, as Mem Hey, as Chof Hey. Yeah, it's four. It's Talmud. Hine, says the Rebbe, from the Rebbe, the Minor, Bas Lagani. Hine, Kshem Sherin Sof Lamata Mato, just like Erin Sof. Is Lamata Mata very low, comes in every level, Bispashas Vigili Adin Shirin Isbeklau, reveals himself. And he's Ein Sof, wherever he comes, he's in the Eifel of Adin Shirin Isbeklau, there's no amount to how many Nivraim there is. Even down here in this world, there's no amount. So too, the Ein Sof is L'mayla Adin Ketz. The Eibusher is beyond being revealed. The B'chinas Helam Ha'er. Shu b'Helam Achar Helam, u b'Hilei Achar Hilei. The Eibusher hides himself. Not known. He's not known. And higher than higher. He's not known. In other words, if he's going to touch what it means, B'chinas Heder v'Heder Agilei. The Rebbe touches him. He takes out apart this ace, word for word, mamish, kimat. What's Heder Eir, Heder Agili, it sounds like it's a double lotion from the same thing. But the Rebbe teaches Heder Eir means that Eir is not here, it's somewhere else. And over there itself, it's not Begili, it's Behelim. As he teaches the Rebbe. It says Silik Eir Agodal Atzad, so it's not in the Mokum HaTzimtzum. It's lifting at Tzimtzum. And over there Gufa, it comes the even of Yechelis. It's not even of Gilui, Heder Agili. Whatever that means. In general, this is the concept of Tzimtzum, which is the Ein Sof. The Eibusher revealed himself and hid himself, concealed himself. This is always a general lotion when it comes to Tzimtzum. It's not like the Eibusher hid himself. It's also included within himself. It's the air was nichol b'moir. Loshon says in many places. Here he uses Loshon is called Batzmusi Yisborach in his essence. That the air which was revealed became hidden. Before the Tzimtzum, the infinite light of Hashem was revealed. It says in Etzchaim Terem, before the Netzolim came to be, Atzilus is also a Elam. So before they came to exist, which Netzolim over here is referring to all the Elams Lachar Tzimtzum. What does it mean, Eid Elim Poshut Memala Kol HaMetzius? That the Eid is Poshut, beyond any description. And it's Memala Kol HaMetzius. It fills the whole Metzius. Any Metzius that's possible to be Metzius, he's going to say soon, is the Sheish for Metzius, is also filled with sheets of the Eibusher, with the infinite light of Hashem. Behind Shoya Gilu Eidin Sof. The Eibusher revealed himself. Pirish Demashoya Yinirj Bepshitas Hu Eidin Sof. What it says the difference between living at Tzimtzum, Lachar at Tzimtzum, before the Tzimtzum, Elikus is Bepshitas, and Elamus is Bischachis. The simple take, the given is godliness, Elikus. And the world is a chiddush. There should be a world, it's a chiddush. It says the Rebbe Namayim in Benigla Tavshtezvov, the Rebbe says that the Rabbeim come from Lifnei Tzimtzum. Their take on things is like in Lifnei Tzimtzum. Other places, different Lashanis. I'm saying I'm not going to go every other places that says different Lashanis, but there in this Mayim Benigla it says that the Rabbeim come from Lifnei Tzimtzum. By them, it's Elikus v'pshitas and Metzius b'schachas. The given is Elikus. The Metzius is a chiddush. He says, "V'hainu shahoya gilu Ein Sof." There was the revelation of the Ein Sof of the Eibusher. The simple revelation of the Eibusher was the infinite light of Hashem. That was the simple revelation of Hashem. Any Metzius and any Yeshes, any Metzius. Yeshes Ogadet, even Metzius of Atzilus, which is also Metzius, a definition, a description of a godliness, was not felt at all. V'hainu shahoya gilu Ein Sof. I believe with the infinite light of Hashem, with the pshitas of the Eibusher, it's not simplicity. It is simplicity. Well, the ultimate simplicity that is not defined at all. That was revealed. What does it mean that was revealed? The question is always, to who was it revealed? What does it mean that the Ein Sof was revealed? To whom was it revealed to? Who is it being revealed to if there's no one there? He says, this is, what are we talking about? Brought down in many places. It says like this in Avodas HaKodesh. Hayin save Baruch Hu, the infinite one. Kshem sheyesh lakeach b'bilti bagvul, kamei yesh lakeach b'gvul. The infinite one, just like he has a power for infinity, he has a power for finite. Here there's a lashon. Kshem sheyesh lakeach b'bilti bagvul, kach yesh lakeach b'gvul. What's the difference? What's the lashon? What's the lashon shebazeh? When the Avodas HaKodesh said this word, there was a big uproar. That you can't. How can you say that the Eibishter has a power for limitation? Power limitation means that he's limited, so to speak. So how can you say the Eibishter has a powerful limitation? So the diuk over here is as even a ganze sharuri when the Avodas HaKodesh said this word, because it's coming to Magdal the Eibishter. The Eibishter is Agbola. But the emes is that when you say Kshem shesh leikeach b'bilti bagvul kach shleikeach b'gvul, is you're saying that the Eibishter has an infinite power for gvul. He can make in yesh leikeach b'gvul. It's not yesh keich hagvul. Yesh leik, the Eibishter, the Ein Sof Baruch Hu, has an infinite power for Agbola. You're soon going to say it. Tema shesh leikeach b'bilti bagvul ve'ein leikeach b'gvul. You're going to say that he has a power for infinity. He doesn't have power for finite. For gvul, you're limiting the Eibishter's shleimus. The Sof shleimus the kol the Sof the Eibishter's shleimus of everything. Shleimus hakel. Pirushay. The meaning of this Avodas HaKodesh is the shleimus Ein Sof hakel bli gvul ugvul. The Eibishter's infinity is kel everything, infinity and finite. Just that Chagav. When you say infinity, bli gvul and gvul, what's a positive description? What's a negative description? How do you think? So bleakvul sounds like it's bleakvul, it's negative, but really it's double negative makes it positive, right? Because gvul is negative. It's not something. It's limited. It ends somewhere. Bleakvul means he doesn't end anywhere. He's everywhere. Even the shleimus of Ein Sof is killed both in Yoner. Before the tzimtzum, before the Eibishter concealed himself, what was revealed? What was the obvious? The infinite light of Hashem. The finite power, the power for finite, the power for Metzias, the power for Yeshus was hidden. What's that was hidden? He's going to say here. This is the pshat in the Yitzchayim, that the infinite light, the pshitz of the Eibishter, the beyond description of the Eibishter, the infinity of Hashem, filled up the whole Mokum HaMetzias. What's the Mokum HaMetzias? The shadish for Gvul, which has Keich HaGvul, wasn't felt, like it says right away. Only the infinite power of Hashem was felt. The Keich HaGvul Shebin Sof Shebchon HaMetzias V'Yeshes is the power for limitation, the power for Metzias, the power for Yeshes, the power for hiding and otherness, and Leihoy and Nirgish Klal wasn't felt at all. Through the tzimtzum, what happened by the tzimtzum, the Eibishter concealed himself. The infinite light of Hashem was hidden. What's now the pshit is the pshitis of the world is that I exist. I'm here. The Ein Sof, and the infinite light of Hashem is not felt, because if the infinite light of Hashem is felt, there's no place for limitation. There's no place for yeshus. Agam, it's not the Eibishter is not here. The Eibishter is here. The Eibishter fills heaven and earth. But tzimtzum rak l'gabeinu. The whole tzimtzum is only l'gabe us. Our view, we don't see the Eibishter. Aval l'gabe is borech, harei tzimtzum ein master klal. But for the Eibishter, the tzimtzum doesn't hide at all. Umei l'achar tzimtzum k'mekedem tzimtzum is shining after the tzimtzum, as he was shining before the tzimtzum. U'kamayel, like saying davening, ato keim shnei b'elam, ato la'ach shnei b'elam. You are the same one before creation of the world. You are the same one after creation of the world. Creation of the world over here is referring to the tzimtzum. He doesn't change because of the tzimtzum. Ein tzimtzum b'ashmo gemur, it's equally, totally equally. Ein tzimtzum master klal doesn't hide it all over the Eibishter. The Eibishter with his whole infinity is here. The example for this is given. Like a teacher teaching his student, what is his desire from this teacher? That they should plan. His plans should be like him. He should eventually understand things like he understands it. In order that the receiver should be able to take into this hashpah, the giving of the teaching of the Rav, the Rebbe, the Moshel Chassidus brings down, the man from the Frierdiker Rebbe says that the Moshel Rav Mishpia Seichel Talmidei is speaking about the Rebbe and Chassid. That's the real, when you have to have the Tzimtzum Rishon. And the Rebbe wanted the Netiz, the Chassidim should be Kamesei. In order that the receiver should be able to contain the hashpah of the Rav has to forget about a seichel, so to speak, and not think about it. Has to make up a seichel which is the verach hamakabel. It already goes to Chassidus, the whole thing. That's not a new seichel. It has to do with the previous seichel. It's not a totally new thing. We a total new thing. It's not what he wants to convey. But he gives something which is the v'erach the makabel. It's me'ain the first seichel, but it's not mamish. It's not the same thing. It's not as it was by him. Shleim Shalom Marshall. Yeah. Does that Shleim Shalom? What's that Shleim Shalom Marshall? Why take 3,000 Marshall? Is because there's Ilmas Bia. Every world is 1,000 levels. So there's 3,000 levels in Bia. Because the Chacham Shleim is Chacham Tato Machas Datzilus. Chacham the Machas Datzilus. But this we're speaking about Lifti Datzilus Lacharatzim was even a much greater jump. So the Marshall, but it's all there. This Marshall, yeah, they had to. Shleim Amar that's not the word from Simpson. That's the from the Marshall. Yeah. Not that word from Simpson. Salker Sichel Legamri. Whatever. It's a little. Whatever. Fine. Mamtzer Seichel Shel Verach HaMakabel. Then he has to come up with a Seichel which is the Verach HaMakabel. Ve'eis Bezeh Kama Tzimtzumim. Ve'alom is the Shuchel Kabel Tzim Makabel. Even after he finds what he has to give the Makabel, in order that should actually fit to the Makabel, he has to make many Tzimtzumim. He has to hide himself in order that should be received well by the Makabel. Okay. So Kol Atzimtzumim Miracle Gabe Makabel. Since he's doing it all for the Makabel to be able to handle it. So all the tzimtzum is only for the makabel. He never concealed himself. He knows his seichel. He wants that the makabel should be able to get it, so he has to make a tzimtzum. He says even more, so he's going to say even more soon. He's going to say that the even for us, it's not a tzimtzum. But the Bible is saying for the Rav, it's not a tzimtzum because he knows where he's heading. He's heading where eventually the Talmud should become like him. So Mamela, he's not there. He never went away from himself. It's only for the makabel. The makabel should be able to handle what he's saying. So he's speaking to him in his language. It's not that he doesn't know the reality as he knows it. Asher Dugum is that you will the same thing. One time, the Eibush give you the clothes. Not tzimtzum rakla gabeinu. It's only for us to be able to handle what we could take. But for the Eibush, the tzimtzum doesn't hide at all. He's here with the whole glory in the mokabat tzimtzum. Really, we could understand the gam legabeinu. Even for us, in that even for us, our point of view, we do live the tzimtzum, we do live the alom system of seder shtalshus. They're all for the revelation of the Eibush. Eventually, the Eibush should come to us. Let's explain the Chassidus that the tzimtzum is shvil hagilui. In other places that comes out that the tzimtzum in a way is bringing out the gilui more than the gilui would be able to come on its own. If not for the tzimtzum, the gilui wouldn't be able to reach the low levels. Lies, the ikiri not tzimtzum over the shiskabel kanal b'moshel. The whole reason they're making the tzimtzum is only to be able to be received by the makabel, like we said previously in the moshel. In Kain, not tzimtzum master. It's not a hester. It's a gilui. When we come came, but at the end of the day, even though it's not a tzimtzum, it's not a hester. It's only here like galis. But at the end of the day, we don't feel the infinite light of Hashem. We don't feel the Eibush's presence. And more than that, not only we don't feel the Ein Sof of the Eibush, the Rebbe says, go the Rebbe, the Friedrich goes further over here, but even the Pnimi, which is the Chais, Shoer, Vachais, Machais, calling him Tzoim, the Mamal, which does come accordingly to every Nivra, according to what he needs. Harayesh, Bruim Kaelo, there's such creations. She'eino Margishim Shuchais Eliki. Imagine that. They don't feel that it's a godly Chais. Although everyone feels that he has chayes which gives him life, he knows certainly that the main thing is life. Everything we want is because we want the excitement, the chayes, the tainok, the geschmack, to find ourselves. It's not about the thing that we enjoy. No one enjoys things for the thing. They enjoy the thing because the outcome they get out of it. And the goof ain't over in cloud. The goof is not a thing for itself at all. The main thing is the life. So they know about this. But they don't make the second step to realize that it's all about godly chayes. That the chayes that they're getting is really a godly chayes. That's the only one that could give chayes. Especially when there's more alone as stating in Seder Shtalshus Guf, the light of Hashem hides itself from level to level. Not only it's hidden that it's not seen the chayes, more than that, you could say that everything belongs to me. I made it. I made the river. The Pari said, the Keichevetzim Yodi, the Keichevetzim Yodi, and my power and my strength brought me this wealth. So the Kol Zom El Vester Rebbe Yisrael, this all comes from because the Eibishter hid himself. Until he can have such a mundane, coarse brain that he could think that he doesn't feel that nature is really godliness. He doesn't feel that nature, the whole mitzvah of nature, is the Eibishter made nature. No such thing as nature. Nature itself is higher than nature. It's a kechaliki. So how could it be that a person should think such a thought about nature, such a thought about himself, think himself such a to understand himself in such a light? The Kol Zeh, who made this happen, is Bekecha Ein Sof. The Eibishter's infinite power allows Salom Zestim Keil to make such hidings. Shame should be spash, chai spash was behay. Just like when we say the Eibishter reveals himself. Ad Madrigas Hayesach Remis. Till the lowest levels, the Eibishter is infinite. You should see the infinity of the Eibishter. Bekecha Ein Sof Dafka, the Eibishter should show himself and reveal himself, like I said in the previous prokim. Is the keich of the Ein Sof, the infinite light of the infinite power of the Eibishter. They're so infinite they can come everywhere. Lamata mata adin tachlis, and he can make in keich Ein Sof. Amaylam umaster, but the power of the Eibishter to hide. The Eibishter could hide himself so well, so bad, whatever you want to call it, so much so that we don't see the Eibishter at all. So this is what it says. Ochen atokel mistater, that who is hiding? It's you, Eibishter. You make you hid yourself. Who's making the hester? It's, you know, the people say, the Bresler say that, I don't know if you're allowed to say this over here, but I'm going to say it anyway, that Filo Ba'astora, the Eibishter is there. You don't realize that Astora Gufa, that is the Eibishter, not that the Eibishter is also there. It's Nimtza Ba'astora. The Eibishter is the Astora. Like in Lashon, it says that the Keichel Ki is Tuvu B'Yamsuf. It's hidden in, why it's called Teva, because it's the Lashon that the Keichel Ki is Nitva B'Yam. Is Tuva B'Yamsu, Alder Tuva B'Yamsu. It's hidden in Teva. But really, the Rebbe Rashab explains in Kufsumayim and other places that the Teva Guf is also Lakus, not just the thing, the Eibishter is hidden in the Hester. The Hester Guf is a Lakus. So the Ksiv Ochen Atakel Mistata, the Hester's Guf is a Lakus. The Ma Zesh Mistata B'Dibir Alom Zestadium, B'chinas Ata Mamish. Who's hiding in all these Alom Zestadium is the Ata Mamish, the Eibishter himself. Shame shechesed keil kol hayim. Just we say that chesed keil kol hayim. That yim. What's kol hayim? Yim is gilu. Who is gilu? The level of the revelation. So you say kamei shagilu chesed l'shem keil. Just the gilu kol hayim is chesed keil. It's the chesed of the Eibishter. It's the keil of the Eibishter. We know shem keil is the chesed. The name of keil is in the sphere of chesed. And the kamei came ashmi stater misaldim b'chinas atamamish. So too, the level of hiding is the level of the Eibishter himself. Like it says in the Mamar from the Rebbe says that the Ato of Mistatir is higher than the Ato of Chesed. The Hester, the Helm, like it says in Taiper, Chavav also the Amud discusses higher than the Amud Isgalia. But here he says it in the Mamar from the Rebbe, in Taicher, this Perek, that the Ato from Hester is higher than the Ato of Gilui. Okay, yeah. This is what it says also in Sefer Yitzir, a mikrum ve'e miktachas. That the Eibishter is very high and very low. That's the standard poshet. But here it touches a little different. A miktachas, the kshem she a miktachas. Shuagi loivais pashus ad madrega yisrach reinis. That a miktachas means that the Eibishter is revealing himself to the lowest of levels. So that's the power of the infinite power of Hashem, that he's able to come to the lowest of levels and be over there in the Eifn of Ein Sof. And he can make in Emek room the way the Eivish is high. What's that high? Be Ilach and Eloi, that is so hidden from us. The Rag Bekeich Ein Sof L'Hayim Lahas the B'Nibim Min Alom Zastayim. Only the power of the Eivish is to hide himself with so many Alom Zastayim. So Ein Sof L'Mayla Niketz. This is the shot of Ein Sof L'Mayla Niketz. He's hidden from us, totally hidden from us. Just to know that in Derech Klal, you learn the Chassidus there, so the Ma'ila Adin Ketz, you say there's higher levels of the Eibishter, higher levels of the Eibishter, the Ma'ila Adin Ketz, Blikbol Madregas of the Eibishter. But over here, the Rebbe learns, the Ma'ila Adin Ketz, and the Pshat is that the Eibishter is hiding himself, Adin Ketz. We'll learn the Mamor, and the Rebbe is going to say, what does it mean? What's the Keich HaHelam, which is higher than Keich HaHester, higher than Keich HaGiloi, and that's the Ma'ila Adin Ketz, it's Taka Hecher. It's not the Pshat. Lepel, he calls it Helam. Helam is the kecha of Lamailo. Title Lamailo means that he's Helam, the Helam. But at the end of the day, this kecha Helam is Lamailo, is higher than the kecha Gilu. Fine, that's for that. Yeah? We're going weiter?
For sure.
Where are we going?
We're going Mem Hey.
We're going straight to Mem Hey. Okay.
Straight to Mem Hey. Unless you think differently.
I'm not thinking of. We're going to start now. It's true. We're going to hit the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, go to Mem Hey.
We got him Mem Hey according to the Hatzof and the Vad.
So the kids,
An
what was
executive
the
gathering.
point of this oath that the Kritika was saying?
He's saying that Eibishter hide himself and the Eibishter could reveal himself. And the hiding is really a power of Hashem equal to the power of revealing. And in a way there's even a stronger expression dafka through hiding. That's basically what he said over here. The fact that the Eibishter hides, hiding is a power of Hashem. Ein sof shem shesh lekech bebilti balgul. It's understood lifting at Simpsons a power of Ein sof. It's kei bigvul bebli gvul. Kach yesh k'meikin yesh le kech bigvul. The Eibishter has a power for limitation for hiding.
And the ultimate taiva is to have a gilui in a Maktach. That's the ultimate taiva.
That's the ultimate. The ultimate is to see what Helam is. To see what Helam is. It should be begila the kech Helam. Because today we're stuck in the Helam. We don't realize that it's really kech bigvul. It's the Eibishter's kech. I'm not speaking about people around here, but in general, people have this problem. Yesh bruim kaelu that have an issue that they get stuck in the Helam. They don't see where it's coming from. But if we would realize it's it, and in Russia they used to sing the Nigan Achnat the Kelma started here in America also they sing it, but in Russia that was the source of the song. Och in Atok Kelma started, but they really had Helam Zastem, but how did they go through it? Because they realized it's Atok Kelma started. That's really the Eibishter himself. It's him. It's Yesh Lei Kech Bigvul.
So this is the side of the Basi Legani. The idea is that the Dira B'Tachtonim is that in the Tachton you should have this gilui.
Yeah, you should see. And the Rebbe, the word for why the Rebbe came to this level of Ein Sof L'Mayla and Ketz is because the Rebbe wanted to explain what's the Eitzah that the Eibishter gives to the Anshe Chayil to win the war. So he says, which level does he give them? The level of Ein Sof L'Mayla and Ketz. This Keach, which is even higher than Ein Sof L'Mata and Tachlis. The whole reason he spoke about L'Mata and Tachlis, how great it is only a Hakdoma to say that the Ein Sof L'Mayla and Ketz is even higher, and that's the Eitzah. That's what it seems like in a few Maimarim from the Rebbe. In other Maimarim is a little different, and there's a whole beat of them. It's the gates with Tazbeina from the Kama Chassidim. Why the Rebbe says sometimes like this, sometimes like that. And I think there's an order from the Rebbe, one of the Mugdikim Maimarim, the Rebbe speaks about it. Anyways, but that's in general, that's the word. Okay, we'll start Mem Hey. So this is a Shabbos the Kemaimer, built in Mugge. So this is what we have.
The other one's Muga?
Which
Chofei's
one?
Muga? No.
They're both built in.
Oh, okay.
But Chofei, I think, is from a weekday.
Half is a weekday.
Huh?
Half is a weekday.
Chofei is a weekday. And this is a Shabbos. That's the only difference. One difference. Yeah. The Maimer is Goradish. So not the Maimer, it's Mem Hey.
And what's the Yisro? Why do they put that?
It's a Hemshech. 3 Mamor Hemshech. Tu B'Shvat and Shabbos Yisro. 3 Mamor in this Hemshech. And there's Sikhs that the Rebbe spoke about on Yisro, and also the Shabbos Tetzaveh, which was a Fabregan after Yisro. We spoke about the Hemshech.
What's 3?
There's 3 Mamorim over here in Mem Hey.
Mem Hey? Oh, so we're doing the first of 3.
We're starting the first. Yeah.
Oh, okay, we did the right one. Okay, first.
What's Lugano? Couple
Oh.
days.
Okay, so maybe we'll just go 3.
We'll see.
Let's see.
Let's see how much we cover.
Yeah. No rush, no rush.
We're not rushing anywhere. We're not going anywhere. Okay, we're not rushing anywhere. We don't have to catch a train or a
So
plane.
like nog op een middag in de Donderdag.
Fast Meruba.
Loud
Fast
Yoda,
and roll,
Srach is
Srach
Yisa.
is, yeah.
I'm Amish, I thought I had it all worked out. I see it's a mess every time. So,
Okay, Boss, Legane Chesi Kalo. This is the way the Rebbe started the Maimer every year. Boss, Legane Chesi Kalo. That the Eibishter says, I came to my garden, Chesi Kalo. He's not called a Chesi Kalo to the Eibishter. The Eibishter says, I came into my garden. What's the pshat? I came to my garden. Maybe Balei Lul B'Mamor Sheitzi Le'er Li'emei Lul Shlei B'Shnaz Seif Tavshin Yud. The Rebbe brings in his Maimer. The Friedrich Rebbe brings in his Maimer, which he said, which he gave out to learn in the day of his Istalkus, for the day of his Istalkus. In Tavshin Yud, he brings down in the Maimer. The Maimer really said already in Tavshin Pei Gimel, but he gave it out again in Tavshin Yud to learn. From Tavshin Vov and on, there was no Mamorim said from the Friedrich Rebbe, no new Mamorim given. It was all previous Mamorim from previous years, from the Pays, that he gave out to learn. And then later the Tzaddik came out in Tavshin Aleph, from the Friedrich Rebbe's Mamorim, Tzaddik Dalet. Anyways, so he brings down the Maimer from the Balei Lul.
who chose the mimer?
The Rebbe used to choose. The Friedrich
Our
Rebbe.
Rebbe?
The Friedrich Rebbe.
Yeah.
I think the Friedrich Rebbe. I'm not sure. I think so. So he he says the Maimer that he gave out to the Yemei Lula Shaleh, he's like, Mamor Shehetzi Leir. Maimer Amed the Shabbat Bimkeme, the saying of them at the Shabbat Bimkeme. What's Bimkeme Taichin Shir Hashim? Because there's a few places that is brought down this pasuk in Med Shabbat. It says Bimkeme. There's a dig why it says Bimkeme because over there it says I think Menachem Chasna Rabbi Yesi. I'm thinking of something like that. It says over there Legani Legnuni Lemokum Shayikad Batchila. That it says in the Medrash that the Eibush says I came to my garden. What's my garden? Legnuni. Legnuni basically means Mokum Chupasi Mokum Dirasi, the where he dwells in a revealed way. Where my main dwelling was to begin with. Why? Because the Ikar Shechina Tachteinim Eisa. The main part of the Shechina was down here on this world. Through actions not proper. Also, went away, Nistalka Shechina Me'aretz L'Rekia V'ad L'Rekia Zayin. The Shechina went away, was removed from this world to the higher worlds, the higher, where the higher spheres, till the seventh heaven. It says in the Maimer, the Bechlal, the Rebbe speaks about this. Ikar Shechina Tachteinim Eisa, just what Pshat Ikar Shechina was Tachteinim. In Tachteinim was the Ikar Shechina, there was already Dirib Tachteinim. In the first Maimer Tavshin Yudal, the Rebbe says, you know why? There was Ikar Shechina Tachteinim Eisa, because it's Ava Kodesh Baruch Hu Dirib Tachteinim. Because the Eibush wanted to have a Dirib Tachteinim. So Mele, he was here. So the Rebbe asks in Tavshin Lamed Aleph, which the Rebbe's Magi in Tavshin Nun Aleph, the Rebbe says, how can you say the Shechina was here already if they didn't have the Aved? The Eibush wanted to have a Dirib Tachteinim through the Aved of Tachteinim. What's that there was a Dirib Tachteinim already? So the Rebbe answers that the Pshat is not that he was here. I don't know if the Rebbe says the Shayla Tshuva. The Rebbe said the Pshat of Ikar Shechina Tachteinim Eisa was that the world was Mukhsha, Amokim Mukhsha was obvious. Why is it existent? In order to bring the Shechina down here. And that obviousness, how do you say it in English? That Mokem Moksha, that it was obvious, that the reason why I'm here is only to bring the Shechina down here, that should be the given of our existence, that went away, the Stalker, it went away. It was removed from the world, it wasn't felt in the world so much so, it was far away till the Kiyah Zayin. And then came the seven tzaddikim, but this you have to know how to learn this. The Achkachom Zayin tzaddikim, through the seven tzaddikim, through their good actions. He reads the Shechina and Kiyah Zayin. They brought down the Shechina back from the seventh heaven. Ad shebo meish v'chulu. Ad shebo, he goes through all the events of all the tzaddikim. Avraham Avinu Yitzchak. Ad shebo meish, until Meish came around. Shua Shviz, the seventh one. V'chol Shviz Chavivim. All seven that are beloved, and he brought down the Shechina down here. Here already, he actually brought the Shechina to the world.
This was again is talking about the Shas Matan Torah or Shas the Mishkan.
It was in the Matan Torah, and also which became Kavua was in the Mishkan.
So, but the Pasuk again is reference to what?
To Matan Torah.
Matan Torah.
I think so. Although he only brought it down from the first Rekia from the lowest Rekia to the earth, and still it's called that he brought it down from Rekia, from in general the idea of Rekia, because he was the one that pulled it down, he brought it down, the Shechina down here. It should have a shachas to us, whatever the Rebbe was trying to stress over here. He's trying to stress that it shouldn't be higher than us, it should be Lamatim Asor Tfachim, it should be down in our world. This is the David of Tzaddikim in general. So Tzaddikim Yerusha Oretz, Vishnu L'Adala. Tzaddikim merit to have to get Eretz. Some places says Eretz is Gan Eden. Why? Because Yishknu L'Adala. Because they bring the Shechina down on this world. What's Pshat Tzaddikim? Shein David is Kolach Yisrael. David of every single Jew. V'amech Kulam Tzaddikim. Your nation, all of them are Tzaddikim. Who is what's the David? Laham Shechsa Shechina, to bring down the Shechina. Shnikraz B'Shem Shechina. Why is it called Shechina? Hashem Shechina is Mislabesh B'Tachteinim. Could you see Betanya like that brings in the first Maimer? That why is Shechina called Shechina? Because it rests in the lower worlds. So to bring it down, so in order to bring Shechina to be able to do its job, so to speak, its tafkid, to bring it down the matabor, it's allowed to bring it on the world. Who gives us the power to bring down the Shechina on this world? Who Meisher Rabbeinu comes from Meisher. Shehim Shechina lamatabor is being a Mishkan. This is the answer to your question. He brought the Shechina down here through building the Mishkan.
Right, that's why I was asking, because I always understood it was talking about Matan Torah. Matan Torah, there was no avodah, was Skafi, remember?
Hey, okay. Could be there was the Agdam, the Aveda before that. I don't know. I also thought it was meditative. The Ikir was being Mishkan, I think it says. I'm not sure. Well, that is a Nimshach of Meshach B'Shul Dora V'Dora. Same thing happens when Meshach of every generation. They give the power to give the spring down the Shekhinah in this world. V'ad, till the Rebbe brings it down, the Rebbe makes everyone Rabbeim, so to speak. V'ad, the Meshach B'Chol Echad Echem Yisrael, the Emesh, which is in every Jew, that he could bring down the Shekhinah down here. That is nice to B'Chol Echad Echem Yisrael, Inye Mo'avai Lekech Shuel Me'imach Kim L'Hira, like that Rebbe brings in Tanya. That this, the fact that everyone has a Mesh within them, that makes that everyone should be, that the union of Yiddus Shemaim should be easy, is an easy thing. The only thing Hashem asks for you is only to have Yiddus Shemaim. And the Yid is an easy thing for every single Jew. Since everyone has a Meisha, therefore the Abed of every single Jew is last Mishkan and Mikdash Leis Baruch, is to make a Mishkan and a Mikdash for Hashem. So much so that should make a Shekhinah should be resting in the Mishkan of every Jew. The Teich call it B'Seicham, I'd say B'Seicham, not B'Seichei, because B'Seicham is plural, B'Seich Kol Echad Echad Yisrael, that the Shekhinah should rest in every single Jew. The Prophet says more in detail in Aved is Zebei from Yisachar Sheikh Neiro. This Aved is in a way of transforming the dark into light. The Haina Afikas HaCheshach Shebei Elam, the darkness of this world, to transform it to light. So that's the what's the Aved of making a Mishkan for Hashem? Means to transform the world, the darkness of the world to light. Zog, I mean, Kar Shem Mishkan is also the words of the Mishkan, which are called Karoshim, which calls B'Sisas Karoshim La Mishkan. She make Karoshim for the Mishkan. She's all Mashan is Mishapech Me'ah Sheker. Transforms the Sheker of the world. Sheker, Asius, Kedesh. There's the same letters. Shebo Elam, which is in the world. The Elam, Lashon Hel V'Hest of the world is Hel V'Hest. Zohin Shal Sheker. The whole Hel V'Hest of the world is a Sheker. It's not the truth. It's not the reality. The reality is that the Eibush is making the world. The Eibush is constantly creating the world. Aveda he laugh because sheker lekerish. The Aveda is to take this falsehood, the sheker, the shtus, the other place that Rebbe says of the world, the hell v'hestra of the chayis of the world, to transform it to kerish. These crushing the mishkan should become boards for the mishkan, last by mishkan is brought to making it that the mishkan should be a mishkan for Hashem, place where the Eibush is resting, begilui. Like you mentioned before. Yeah, it's 8:40 already. Stop it.
No, we have.
A few minutes.
If you want to stop, you can stop, but we have a few more minutes.
It's 2 more minutes left. Okay. Varba Maimer, Hemshcha Maimer, Shekos Aved explains the Hemshcha of the Maimer that the general Aved is laughed to Sheker Elam, is crushing the Mishkan Leis Baruch. What's the Aved is to transform the falsehood of the world to become a Kedesh for the Mishkan. Who does this? Nice Abnei Yisroel Shnekoim Shem Tzivus Havai. Now he gives a new name. Not we're Mesha, we have a new name, we're called the army of Hashem. What's the connection of what he said earlier that we're Mesha, and now he said we're Tzivus Hashem? Ultimate Aveda is to be like a servant. He's a faithful servant. Till we say in Mesha Rabbeinu that he also the advantage of Evet Poshut, the advantage of Evet Poshut over Evet Namon. Even though we say davening, what do we say in davening? How do we say davening? Evet Namon crossed. Here he says that he had also the mile of Evet Posh, he had all advantages. A servant serves the master with Mesiras Nefesh. He has no life. He gives himself totally over to the master. Yes, Al-Kain, another advantage we have in our Aved is we're like children. But Aved is Aved of a child for his father is also with Mesiras Nefesh. But Adrab, yes, Mesiras Nefesh, even more than the Mesiras Nefesh of a servant. Why? Because the servant is not the father. The child is the father, so really gives himself to servant gives himself over to the father more than what he does for himself. He says over there, he gives himself over, he kills himself for his parents. He's ready to do everything for his parents. A real child. That's what we're talking about. Like the story with Bedeleh, she gave her life for the Alter Rebbe. This is the meaning. Aved to make the world a mishkan for the Eibush happened to the Yiddish in the Kremshem. Tzivus Aved, the Eibish's army. Aved is with Eibush Mesiras Nefesh, because in order this should happen, we need Mesiras Nefesh. Loch and I said the Tzivus Aved. If it's happening through Tzivus Aved, Sheyel Shutzavo, Inyan Mesiras Nefesh. What's our army is Mesiras Nefesh. Mamsh Lavai things to explain closely in Tzivus Hashem. What does it mean? Of army of Hashem? Api Moshe Mitzvah Shemal Basav Adam. According to the example of an army from a king, a flesh and blood king. It's all in the mind from the Friedrich Rebbe. To win the war, the king opens all his treasures. All the 8 treasures that he himself gathered and his parents gathered. The other Mamar asked the question, what's Pshat HaVesav in the Moshel, in the Nimshel? How does Pshat HaVesav? Anyways, 8 is Yikonim. Precious treasures. Adukun is Yoker, we call Yoker the most precious things. He doesn't ever shows it and lays what he doesn't use it for anything. It doesn't reveal to anyone should see it. For winning the war, he wastes all these eitzes, all these treasures, and gives to the people of the army. Although that giving the eitz l'anshei chayil, he gives through the generals of the army, the ultimate goal of the eitzer is, the treasure is, it should come to the people that are doing the war. The people that are standing in the army, in the battlefield. They should know that they should be able to win the war. According to this Moshel, the Moshel came from the Nimshel in order to win the war. Netzach Yisrael Yishaka, the Yidden should win, which is never fails to be true. Always stands with this truth. They always wins over the enemy. In order that winning of the Yidden should happen, the vase is called Eitz Shalom. The Abe should waste all his eitzes. The Pkidei gives to the people that are on the pond, so to speak, the Anshe, the simple people that are doing the war through the generals. What's the eitzes that the Abe gives? Is the eitzes of Yerushalayim. It says that everything is in the hands of Shamayim. It's a level Shamayim. Besides, Yerushalayim comes even higher than the level of Shamayim. The regular pshat we learn is Yerushalayim is something that comes from the people. But here in other places, it's explained that the Yerushalayim comes from higher than Shamayim. How come the Shamayim comes from Yerushalayim? This eitz of Yerushalayim is given to the people that are in the army, that they should stand strong in the war to make for the world a mishkan a mikdash for the Eibishter. The Rebbe a lot of times speaks about that. The printing of Chassidus, that's the bizbuz eitzes.
Mitzvah next week, or you continue.
I find it interesting that